Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Simon, bringing you some MTG speculation. For today's video, let's step away from Oath of the Gatewatch for a second and investigate something a little off in the distance. Wizards' following set, Shadows over Innistrad. Now, not a lot is known right now, especially in regard to the possible story, so I'm just gonna give some of my personal theories on what could happen. Remember, this is all theory crafting, so please let me know your own theories in the comments below. Alright, so starting off, what's gonna be the main threat to Innistrad? There wouldn't be a reason for us to return to this dark world unless there was something wrong. So what could it be? Well, many people suggest that the last of the Eldrazi Titans, Emrakul, who's in an unknown location, could make a planar pit stop over Innistrad. Cause, you know, he would cast a shadow? Yeah, it's a stretch. I actually believe the Shadow over Innistrad, as it's referred to by the set's title and seen in Wizard's short teaser trailer, is actually being cast by the wings of an angel, in this case Avacyn. Now, Avacyn probably wouldn't be considered a threat by most people's standards, but I believe the story will be centered around the angel's corruption. Okay, so Avacyn gets corrupted, the balance Sorin tried to uphold is again disturbed, and darkness once again strangles the plane. But how does Avacyn become corrupted? Well, this leads us into our first ongoing MTG plot point, the story of Liliana Vess. As we know it, Liliana is still cursed to live without a soul, as she had traded it to 4 different demon lords in exchange for her everlasting youth and power. So far in her journey to reclaim her soul, Liliana's killed 2 of her former demon lords, leaving 2 others left. Demons, by the laws of MTG, are able to travel between the planes, kind of like planeswalkers, but different. They always exist in this, negative space which spans the entire multiverse. They can go between this space and travel to different worlds. I believe for one reason or another, one of Liliana's demon lords could return to Innistrad, possibly in search of Griselbrand, another lord which Liliana killed on the plane previously. While there, this demon discovers Liliana's plot and decides to throw the world into chaos, utterly corrupting its symbol of light and balance, dooming Innistrad, because, you know, it's a demon. The story could potentially involve Liliana Vess as a black planeswalker, Sorin Markov as a black or possibly black-white hybrid walker, Jace Beleren as a blue planeswalker, and maybe a return of Chandra or Tybalt as red walkers. But who would fulfill the dedicated white and green roles? Surely Nissa will be out. Even with the fate of Zendikar unclear, we know she'll either die there or stay to defend it. Same goes with Gideon Jura. I believe his story in one way or another will draw to a close on Zendikar. So back to the issue, green and white planeswalkers. Well, they could make up completely new heroes, which I actually believe is sorely needed. Or they can bring back some other unfinished storylines. For a green planeswalker, the obvious choice is Garruk Wildspeaker, who hasn't gotten much love recently. He's pretty much cursed to the gills, but it's said Jace had already tried to bring him to Innistrad to cure him once before. Jace believes Avacyn holds the key to Garruk's uncursing, so he already fits into my above theorized story. But what about the White Walker? Well, this may come as a surprise, but my bet is on Nahiri the Lithomancer. I know, Nahiri is focused on protecting Zendikar and has literally no connection to Innistrad, right? So why do I pick her? It's because she does have a connection to Innistrad, Sorin Markov. They were a part of the group who originally sealed the Eldrazi away, but once Sorin and Ugin failed to show up for the plane's defense the first time the Titans managed to loosen their prison, Nahiri got worried and a little angry. She also discovered that vampires, who were never native to Zendikar, began showing up, making her even more upset. Now she's lost, failing to return to Zendikar even though she had sworn to protect it. Where could she have gone? My guess is Innistrad. She knew where Sorin was from and where to find him, so of course she would probably go there first. I bet she had a lot of questions that needed answers Sorin didn't really feel like giving. Maybe they got into a fight and Sorin ended up injuring Nahiri. This would explain Sorin's reaction to Ugin when the dragon asked Sorin where she was. He kinda just clammed up like he knew but was unwilling to say. Failing to press the matter, Ugin just told Sorin to fetch her before coming to Zendikar. So this is the big connection here. Nahiri went to Innistrad, confronted Soren about the vampires on Zendikar and his refusal to go back to the plane's defense. Soren and Nahiri get into an argument and a fight breaks out, leaving Nahiri dead. Soren is crushed by his actions. She was a friend of his. He also has the problem of his own bloodline, outnumbering and feeding ravenously on humans. So what does he do? He creates the angel Avacyn from the essence of Nahiri. Need some proof? Well, Soren says that he created Avacyn out of a fragment of silver or moon rock, which is believed to hold special properties. Similar to the Hellvault, Avacyn was crafted from white mana and stone, but nothing else about the process is known. How can a vampire who is inherently connected to black mana create this holy object of light? Well, it becomes easier to believe if you know he had access to a white-aligned planeswalker's essence or soul, in this case, Nahiri's. White mana, a desire to protect, the connection with stones? I believe Soren Markov created Avacyn from Nahiri. How could all this pan out? I'm not sure. These are just some of my initial ideas on a possible Shadows over Innistrad story, but I want to know what you guys think. Do you think my theory has merit? Let me know that and your own ideas in the comments below. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, consider giving it a like and subbing to the channel. It goes a long way in supporting future content. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.